offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Buying some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Nix now to throw. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big game. 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Dumped off to his running back. There's the intensity we expected to play off. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. 3rd and long for Nix. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it up. He spins right by him. And the Bengals force the turnover on the first series of this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Burrow from the gun. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Rise up. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and goal at the
Here we go, here we go.
line.
Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
180, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First give of the game here to the rookie out of UCF. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down, give to Harvey. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And the Broncos first down.
On first and 10, here's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Nix now on first and 10. Nick Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the draw, they give to Harvey. And also under just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Nix from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Offensive line fast.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and goal, Denver.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Third and goal. Here's Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. You sure do.
No hesitation there in going for it for 2 at their first opportunity. Even if it didn't work out, it's pretty clear that they're not going to hesitate to take risks offensively in this game.
Yeah, okay, nothing wrong taking that risk there, especially if you want to be the ones dictating how this game's going to be played. But trust me, with all this time left, you're going to be chasing some points the rest of the way.
All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
On 1, ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. 180. Place hot. Hot. Hot.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Let's get set. 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Gun. Start. Start. 180. Raise hard. Start.
Burrow on first down. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We've set it downs from the 37.
180. Start.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Here we go. Start.
To the air again. It's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 7-point lead in the first. T. Higgins, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead to 8. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 14-6 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Nix again on second and 10. Buys time, rolling right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well,
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
when they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
He's got it at the 6. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On one, ready?
Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football.
Here we go.
He's keeping it. Gotta get it forward. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals lead by 15 now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Velus Jones now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands to go on the football.
Unable to connect with his running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And that offense isn't bunching. They're going for it. Going on 4th. Here's Nix. Hitting Ingram on the slant. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Can't forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Throwing here, Nix. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos trim the lead down to 9. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. Cut! Cut!
Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. Down the left sideline he goes. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Wide 80!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Small gain down to the 23. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Wide 80! Wide cut! Cut!
Give on second, it's Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got Gesicki complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 7 yards on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go. 11 MT. Right, 80.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Trying for it with Burrow. Vacates quickly left side. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end. That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
On the return, here's Jones. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Logan Wilson has it, and the Bengals get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Gun. Stop. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow now on 1st down. Catch is made in close. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Here we go.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He finds his back. Harvey. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. He gained 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st down, Broncos.
Nix with it on 1st. He rolls to his right. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. On the move, hit it right. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. Throwing again. Here's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Once more, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. Chased out to his right. Now we'll try one deep down the right sideline. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. From the red zone now. Caught out wide. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
They send him straight up the middle. And he's in for 2. So the progress is being made. The lead drops down now to 11.
Broncos 22. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he will get this inside the 30. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, here we go. The 35-yard line.
180. Stop.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Right back to Chase. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Gun. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1, ready?
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. 180.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Buys time, rolling right. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow trying on 4th down. Higgins downfield, and he has it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the offense and Burrow coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone. That play has a couple more to their lead. Well, they were just 1 away from the strikeout, Brock, but their 3rd attempt finally nets them a 2-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and
Bengals to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes out to the left. Finally lets one go deep left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for Broncos' 1st down. Working quickly here.
A gain of 40 yards. First down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. Headed out right. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Nix to throw again. We're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right it.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Let's get set.
Burrow from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
11.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
At the 45-yard line.
Burrow to the air now. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
180.
short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
43-yard line.
Right 80.
To the air again, it's Burrow. That one's complete, right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Number 5, T. Higgins. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Good set. Right 80. Playing hot. 11. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Hits it downfield, it's Chase. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. Right 80. Plays hot. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's got it, it's in close. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's the Bengals with it. 1 quarter from continuing their postseason run. Third and just 2 to go.
12. Can. Stop.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's going to be brought down right at the 35.
15 yards. That's good for Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Into traffic, complete. And this one does not go far. Dose of the hurry up here.
3rd and 6.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 10. And
They'll throw again, Nix. Upright and Ingram makes the grab. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down. Third and long for him here. He's got sight complete. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Looking quickly here. Shotgun hand off to Harvey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Offense in the hurry up here. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap to Nix. Flush down out to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll throw. Third and long. That one finds his man, Ingram. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. To the air, Dobbs. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
You do all this heavy lifting to get in the red zone, and you're thinking points, right? I mean, you want a touchdown, but at least the field goal's in play. But, Kate, when you take a sack of that magnitude, now you're almost just hoping to get back in the field goal range.
Come on, come on. 70, Timberwolves, Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Trying to force one through there. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal. Desperation time here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jordan Battle with the INT.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He finds Fant. He manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
This is second and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Hey, Can. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. Back.
Burrow from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back.
On third down, here's Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Gun.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Get set. 180. Right up. Back.
To the air again. It's Burrow. Just keeps connecting to Chase. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals with a 13-point lead. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Here we go. 12. 180.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
From the 40, here comes second and 10.
Here we go. 180. Back.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. That's your man. Back.
They're going to pass it here. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You can man.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
11.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Nix off the play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Keep the pace here as the clock continues to run. Third and long for Nix. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix with it on first. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, here we go. 11, right 80. Twelve.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Here we go. 11 MC. 80. Lights up. 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's cut at the 4. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals put up even more points in a win. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Here we go.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point
Burrow will throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it up. And the Bengals make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy.